Hi, I'm Katie Ziskind, licensed marriage and family therapist at Wisdom Within Counseling in Niantic, Connecticut. This video is all about highly sensitive young adults. So this can include empaths, indigo children, kind of this more aware, emotionally individual that's now a young adult seeking relationships, which can be really tough if you're more emotional or can love more or feel more things than the average person. So what typically happens when empaths or highly sensitive young adults venture into dating is they attract narcissists. So a narcissist is someone that is very egotistic, focuses on themselves, and will often in an argument flip the situation to blame the empath or blame the other person, rather than taking accountability or doing some self-work and therapy. So a highly sensitive person is more sensitive to textures, so it could be the seeds on the outside of a strawberry or the texture of wool clothing, sounds, certain lights. If a woodpecker is pecking on a tree, a highly sensitive person might be able to hear that versus someone else that might just hear it as part of the wind. Highly sensitive people are also more empathetic, so they can feel more. They're more intuitive. So if they're hurt, if they're triggered, they're going to feel that to a greater degree. So oftentimes we have the cycle of an empath attracting a narcissist, and the empath tries with the very best caregiving ability and nurturing ability to fix and heal that narcissist. But usually a narcissist is that way because they have borderline issues, bipolar issues, or even severe childhood trauma that isn't resolved just yet. So someone who's narcissistic can learn proper empath skills, so emotional, social learning skills to improve communication in their partnership. So if you and your partner have broken up recently, have separated multiple times, maybe you're also struggling raising a family, having kids, even pets, a lot of these things can be really difficult to handle. So usually when couples come in, it's because one person is not receiving the emotional support they need. So let's say the empath is sharing their feelings and they really are getting rejected by their partner, or their partner's ridiculing them, or their partner who's narcissistic is actually suppressing their own emotions. So you have one person that is feeling a lot of things, and then you have the other person that's withdrawing, that could be depressed or even have chronic anger. And so when there's chronic anger, violence, yelling, raising a voice, the empath, who's highly sensitive to sounds, light, and feelings, is very much really has sensory overload, because the narcissist just isn't educated and doesn't know how to relate to an empath. So what often happens is couples separate because one, they don't have emotional vulnerability or emotional connection. One person is doing all the talking, the other person's doing all the withdrawing, kind of closing up, shutting down, stonewalling, and this can really be unhealthy. It can not feel good. It can feel overwhelming. It can make your day at work more stressful because you don't have that support at home. And what also happens is your body goes into fight, flight, and freeze. So this is a stress response. When you're in fight, flight, or freeze, you actually can't be vulnerable. You don't even feel safe in your partnership. And so oftentimes it's a result of many, many arguments, where you haven't felt heard when you've spoken up, but through that misunderstanding, now you're here searching for counseling, looking for a holistic couples counselor so that you can grow together. Because the two of you, when you love hard, you might fight really hard. There might be this drama, this crazy cycle, but there is that love, that foundation that you two want to rekindle. And so that you can move forward from the fights and you can move forward from feeling misunderstood. So you really can grow together and create a really wonderful foundation. Maybe you want to start a family. Maybe you want to move in together again. So this takes the help of a professional. You two cannot do it alone because, as you know, you've been trying it alone and it's not working. So I would love to be the support, the holistic couples therapist that guides you, that helps you rekindle desire, as well as helps you learn healthier communication patterns and ways to get your emotional needs met. So if you're looking to get started, I only have a few spaces left in my schedule. I've actually hired 2 therapists to come onto the practice because I'm getting so busy. My phone number is 860-451-9364. You can call or text, and Emily, my director of details, will get you started with a phone consultation and then help you get scheduled. If you're looking to read more about couples therapy, sex therapy, rekindling desire, opening up your relationship, creating new boundaries around love, trying to parent while raising children, and dealing with feeling misunderstood in your marriage. You can read more about all of these topics related to holistic counseling and marriage counseling at wisdomwithinct.com. I'm Katie Ziskind, licensed marriage and family therapist and yoga therapist. I love, love, love helping couples kind of reboot, move forward from the past, kind of overcome poor communication styles, overcome fighting, so that you can feel heard, you can feel understood, and you can feel accepted and supported by your partner. And what's really unique and different about how I work is that in addition to traditional talk counseling, in couple sessions, I integrate couples yoga therapy, which when you and your partner do yoga in my yoga therapy office, it calms your nervous system. It helps you to relate to each other. It taps into understanding the chakras, breathing techniques to work on anger management, positive coping skills to get through when you're triggered, as well as partner yoga poses. So you learn a pose in my office during your couples therapy session, and then when you're triggered or when you're fighting or when you start to feel the heat of that moment coming on, you and your partner can get right into that yoga pose and instantly start to feel more connected, nurtured, and loved, because you're bypassing that talk, that fighting, that inner negative dialogue, and you're getting right into that yoga pose to stimulate different brain neurons so you feel more connected, more supported by each other on a physical, mental, and spiritual level. So I'm Katie Ziskind. I love working with LGBTQ couples who are, considering, different elements of love. Like, it's 2019. There is so much that we need to talk about when it comes to couples therapy, love, sex therapy, fear, anger, feeling misunderstood, and then transforming all of that into a positive, healthy, working relationship. So call or text to get started today, 860-451-9364. Or visit wisdomwithinct.com to read different blog articles, LGBTQ information, key terms, and really learn how to be vulnerable, connected, and give and receive genuine love in a meaningful relationship with your partner. I'm Katie Ziskind, practice owner of Wisdom Within Counseling in Niantic. And I'm so excited. I have Courtney, who's working Saturday mornings, specializes with kids and distressed adolescents. And I have Sarah coming on. She's working afternoons and evenings during the week. And she is phenomenal with kids who don't want to go to school, who have ADHD. And she works with the school system to get accommodations in place. She also loves working with teens who self-harm, who are kind of in crisis, depressed. So I would love to help you guys get support. Have a wonderful day.